Tiny here at Tiny Travel Channel. Good morning, boys and girls. What's going on? So today we're going to be doing the parts install on the bike. And you may be curious, so how are you going to get all those parts to Vespa Marietta to get them installed? I'm taking the bike today. Serena needs the car. So I'm going to show you how much room is actually in the trunk of the bike. You can carry more than you can ever really imagine. It's a nice little space. So we're going to load the bike up, get ready to run down to Vespa Marietta, and we're going to do a install today. Oh, it's going to be fun. All right, guys, stay tuned. Check it out. All right, so here we have our box of goodies, the variator, the clutch, the new Garmin power cradle install that we're gonna do. So we're gonna try and get all that in the bike, so check it out. All right, so this is your trunk space here, and the one cool thing about the Super Tech is it comes with a remote that will unlock the trunk. So boom. There we go. Got my manual in there. I'm going to take it out. So in here, I already have a dual USB charger that we're going to be putting on the exterior to give us a little more power. So that's already in there. So the first thing we're going to add is the Garmin power cradle. And that'll fit. Right inside there. Boom. That's one. All right. We're also going to take with us our actual Garmin. This is the Montana 700i. So when I get to those spots that don't have cell service, I'll be able to satellite GPS my way to my next location. So very important when you're going through those areas that don't have cell service, that you have something that's satellite based. It also has an SOS in case I have any problems. I can make a call and have somebody come pick me up. So we're gonna get that inside here. So boom, that should fit just like that. Next up is our awesome Malossi clutch. And we're gonna, right back there. Oh, there we go. Next up, we have our awesome Malossi clutch, or the variator, actually. The Malossi variator. That we have to, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. So far, so good. Only a couple more things to go, guys. All right, and so the last thing for inside the trunk will be our belt and our new little alarm system that we're going to install today also. So that'll tuck right back there. Our belt will go right there. Nice little full trunk. Boom, and close. So now we just have to get the shocks on. I think we're good to go. So the last thing are going to be these great, well, almost the last thing. We still got to get the other rack on also. But we got our rack that's on here now. So we're going to hopefully get everything settled in there, settled in there. All right, so we've got it started. And we'll just do a little hook here. Come around with the front to tie down. Come back over here. Look at that, guys. I love it. All right, last thing is to try and get the rack on here. All right, and our last thing is gonna be our rack here. Let's see, if you see this here, guys, this is a one-time use raincoat that's inside this little ball. So that may come in handy at some point. So all we're gonna do is gonna go right like that. Boom, right there. All right, so we got one strap on. From here like so. Boom, and that should be good. Guys, we are fully packed up and ready to head to the store to get these things installed. And that's that. So as you can see, the Vespa, the trunk has a lot of space in it. We got a lot of stuff in there. And then with the additions of the racks and the rack on the bottom here, we got everything going with us on the bike for the install. It's an install day, I'm so excited. So stand by. Next stop, we'll be at the shop and we'll get some stuff done. See you guys soon. What's up, guys? The DJ Tiny here. We made it to Vespa Marietta. It's time to get these parts installed. So here we are at my favorite Vespa dealership. Vespa. Marietta, they take really good care of you guys. These guys are awesome. All right, tidy ones, getting ready to get the work done. We are here at the beautiful Vespa Marietta. There's old Gracie back there. We're getting ready to bring her in and get her up on the lift. Get this stuff started, so stay tuned. We pull that spring right there.
2 6-mil head.
6 millimeter. Take the exhaust off. And I should be able to get one of those that'll fit on the end of a impact drill.
Yeah, and there's a spacer in between on the top.
Comes off. Pulling our shock off there with a 17 mil. And with a little finesse, that whole swing arm comes off. Look at that. And is it time for a new shock?
It wore that bushing out in there.
Big boy wore it out. I've been putting some miles on this, guys, and so it's definitely time to change that. All right, so we got another 6 mil bolt that we're taking out there, the interior. 2, 4, 5 of those. And that tire comes right off. Those are Tiny's tires there. They're gonna be doing that here. So the first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna replace these shocks. And I have worn this one out. I've been putting on some miles, and you guys know I'm a big dude, so most things that come stock are not engineered for me. But we're gonna try and fix that today. So,
Put one of these bad boys on there.
what
Give
is
it
it?
to you. You can be the guest.
Yeah,
Guinea pig.
yeah, absolutely. What does it do exactly?
I think you plug it in. You're not riding. Good thing is you're riding all the time. But this one will also.
Oh, is that what that is underneath there?
Yeah.
Get that other shock off. We're gonna change out the oil pan with a new one that has a glass where I can read it without having to. She's gonna be dangerous when we're done, guys. All right, so we got that first shock out.
I got the other one out.
Oh, we got the other one out too. And you can see here, it's starting to splay a little bit. I put it to the test and it failed. But yeah, so now we'll put the new ones in. Those are the new ones. A pity you won't be able to see the red once they're installed, but they look pretty cool out of the box. So, see here, the little, got some of the piece just fits in there. Oh. So of course, not knowing what I was doing, I had too much oil and it was in the air box. And so now it's just, don't add too much oil. I'm getting a clear, what is it, oil pan?
Sight glass.
Sight glass today. So I'll be able to see the levels. This is my super awesome mechanic. Guys, you're not as lucky as I am. He's literally right down the street from my house. Don't overfill your oil. It's bad. That's all me, guys. This is my first scooter in a long time, so I'm learning right along, and you're learning with me. So yeah, lots of oil in there. Look at that. Don't overfill your oil. All right, we're gonna take the new ones out. Let's see what we got. We're gonna say they make some quality parts. We'll see how they hold up. We'll see. We definitely have them represented on the bike here. right, now reinstalling. This is the clutch, right, or is this the variator?
Clutch.
This is the clutch. I'm gonna put the new belt on.
Nah.
So yeah, so that's the belt that I got that they suggested.
Now, first thing you do is make sure the belt's in the right direction. I don't know if you make that out, little arrows right there. So this thing's gonna be going that way. You got to make sure that you got it going that direction. What I'm doing there is raising that up, and then I'm gonna lock it down with the belt.
Oh, okay.
Because if you don't, it won't be long enough to where you can close the variator on the front.
So if I'm having to change this on the side of the road, I'm gonna have to do all of this.
Yeah, you have to do all that. Now,
Guys,
before this goes on,
we're praying that this belt doesn't break, because
you don't want to have to do that, do you? Oh, you get it? Yeah, I got it. I just used the rag. Grease up your pinky and I already did. You already got him in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always remember, if you put something here to hold the clutch from closing, pull it out before you put it all back together.
brother, if this belt breaks, I'm gonna be in a world of trouble. All right, guys, so we're gonna be changing out this part here, which is the oil pan, correct?
Yes.
Oil pan with this new one. And if you see right top there, that's a glass reader. So you can see your oil level without having to move the dipstick or do anything. Work smarter, not harder. Putting on
That's what I'm saying. That's just going to be an all-day thing. It won't hurt anything, but you just don't want any more there than you can get there. Okay.
Awesome, guys. So that's the new black one with the little see-through glass there. Oh. What is that just called, like a little shield?
The belt cover.
Belt cover.
So I'm gonna go take this one.
I call it a shield, but it's a belt cover. He's gonna give it a little clean up. So here's all the new parts installed. The clutch, the variator, the new oil pan with the glass sight on it, so you don't have to pull your dipstick. All ready to go. It's gonna be great, guys. Oh, can't wait to get out and test drive it. I don't know if you can see this little piece here that they gave, and that's to make sure it keeps an eye on your battery charge. So green means you're good, and on down for that. So this is what I was going to try on the side of the road, not having a full set of spares, and it said it's not happening. So we've got an extra set to throw on the truck, and worst comes to worst, all gotta do is throw it on. I know I make it sound like it's that easy, but it's not. But it's gonna be easier than trying to change this tire without the machine. All right, so it's a different, that's the one that was on there. All right, and we'll get it installed here on the front. So we got the new City Grips 2s on there. A great all-weather tire, rain, heat, dirt. All right, so when you're putting the wheel back on, remember the spacer. And line your bolts up.
When you do it, it's a little bit of pain. You got to get the washers past the ring first, then to start tightening it down.
I'll start tightening it down. All right, guys, so we're here to pick up the bike. It's finally ready. Let's check it out. She has been modified. Here are all my mounts for the GoPro. There's a new power source there. Got the alarm put on it. The new rack on the back. Oh, she looks so good, guys. All right. So next stop will be the Cannonball. I got to put a couple 100 miles on her to make sure she's running great. So stay tuned for some of those videos. Tiny Travel Channel, DJ Tiny, out.